The following episode will contain spoilers. You have been warned.
You're listening to Cinema IRL, the podcast that throws you into the movie and asks the question, what would you do? And now, Cinema IRL.
I wish I could switch places for just one day.
What would you do?
Put yourself in my shoes.
How do we handle this?
What would you do?
Put yourself in my position.
What would you do?
Now it's your turn.
Snickers really gets you killed by a T-Rex.
So much product placement in this film. There was Snickers, M&Ms, Lay's, Doritos, Altoids.
Yeah, a lot of
placement.
a lot of snacks.
Yeah, and you're right. That Snickers created a lot of chaos.
Yeah,
didn't it?
and humans eventually became the snacks.
Yeah, actually, I found that reassuring in the fact that the guy who created the chaos was the guy who got taken out, because I hate it when one person's stupid mistake just takes out a innocent bystander. But justice landed in the correct spot with that.
I don't know if I'd quite call that justice, but yeah, it's better he died than somebody else who didn't do it.
Yeah, and hopefully you've seen the film and know what we're talking about. But a Snickers wrapper basically created a bunch of chaos and took out the research facility where they breed a bunch of hybrid dinosaurs. And, of course, that means we are talking about Jurassic World Rebirth. Zora Bennett leads a team of skilled operatives to the most dangerous place on Earth, an island research facility for the original Jurassic Park. Their mission is to secure genetic material from dinosaurs whose DNA can provide life-saving benefits to mankind.
Why do they got to get one land, one sea, and one air? I mean, are there humans that are flying now that we got to make sure that we have them covered?
I don't know.
That just seemed kind of like an excuse to just have 3 different dinosaurs to pick off.
Well, they're writing a film.
Yeah.
I mean, they can do what they like. So, yeah, our pharmaceutical rep is throwing billions of dollars at collecting this DNA that can address heart issues, and obviously wants a skilled team to be able to get this DNA. So they bring a guy who is the scientist, runs a dinosaur museum, which currently people are indifferent to dinosaurs now. They don't really care. They're over it. So all the dinosaurs have mostly been relegated to an island, although I did not understand why there was a large dying dinosaur next to the highway when the movie started. I did not get that.
When
there was the dinosaur in the crane and the guy was... The pharmaceutical guy was in the car.
Oh, yeah. It's like the last dinosaur in North America said they escaped from his place, but he was an herbivore, so like it wasn't... He was going to smash things, but he wasn't going to eat them.
Yeah. So we go out on this adventure. They have this ship. They've hired this crew, and out they go to collect these 3 DNA samples. And then we have this parallel storyline of a dad and his 2 daughters and his eldest daughter's deadbeat pothead boyfriend who doesn't really help out, and they are sailing and, of course, run into some dinosaurs who live in the ocean, have their boat capsized, and are saved by the expedition that's looking for the DNA samples.
Yeah, Jaws eat your heart out. Holy crap, that thing was big.
Oh, yeah, no, that creature would get an orca stuck in its teeth.
Yeah.
Some incredibly large dinosaurs here. So the family all survives, and they intersect and get separated and intersect throughout the film with the expedition crew. And we have so many close encounters, you lose track, but it ends with them getting all the samples, bad guy getting eaten by this weird hybrid that makes a T-Rex look like an ant.
I actually know what that is.
Oh, okay.
That's what's known as a Pfaffosaurus.
Okay, is there a joke coming here?
It's a Pfaffosaurus. You fuck around and find out with that guy. Jesus.
I think this episode's over.
They
It's only going to go downhill from there.
They found out.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. it's like it had an earthworm face and a body like Godzilla times, I don't know, 10,000.
Well, I would say Godzilla times 10,000. I mean, it was huge, but I mean, Godzilla are big.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, a lot of what would you do here? A lot of what would you do? So where would you like to dig in?
Oh Lord! First of all, what would you take $10 million to be part of this expedition?
Yeah, so they're going to a place where humans aren't allowed because these dinosaurs are living near the equator. So not only is it illegal, it's probably definitely the most dangerous place on Earth. You know, I think you have to be a missionary type person like our lead character Zora was, in the fact that she just takes on dangerous missions and she eats danger for breakfast. And I guess if you're that type of person, I guess you do. As for me, it seems pretty risky considering most of the crew died.
Yeah, if
of the sick.
If my money was guaranteed life or death,
yeah, which nothing is.
If that's the terms of the contract, that if you do this and you die, your heirs still get paid. I would probably be like, make it 20 and I'm in. But mind you, if they say no, I say, okay, 10. I'm good. Let's do it. I would do it because then, people around me, especially you, would be just completely. I mean, you wouldn't have me, which actually that might be a double bonus for you. You wouldn't have me, and you'd have $10 million. So
score. So yeah, what would you do's here? Okay, so the first one to me is diving into the middle of the film where we have the eldest daughter, I think her name was Teresa, and she's going to get a life raft. She's initially going to get a boat, but she finds a life raft, and there is a sleeping T-Rex, which looks even larger than a normal T-Rex, next to her. And she's dragging this box with this inflatable raft, and she inflates it on the dock because you can't bring it into the water if it's not inflated, and she's trying to get it.
I thought for sure she was going to try to drag it in the water and that it was going to pull her down or something.
Yeah, because they showed the sign right before that. I thought, oh, she doesn't know. So anyway, so she inflates it, and the T-Rex kind of is like, I'm waking up. I'm a groggy T-Rex. And then she drags it across the water, and I'm thinking, okay, they're just going to set it there, and then they're going to go hide until this T-Rex isn't a thing anymore. But instead, they get into the water in the raft, and then the dinosaur is chasing them down water, and they can only move so fast because they're in a raft. Why would you do that? Why would you get in there and create movement right in front of a T-Rex that at this point is erect and drinking water near you? It's up. It's awake. Why would you get into a raft where you're stuck and you can't move because you're surrounded by water and you can only go so fast because of the water current? Why wouldn't you not hide and then come out later?
You would. You would hide and come out
What would
later.
I do? I would not get into a raft.
No, I would not put myself in the position where I have limited mobility. And I mean, yes, it's a T-Rex, but the T-Rex is tall, so the T-Rex's feet are going to hit the floor for quite some time.
Yeah, it can. I mean, that's just like a little splash.
Though
like, I spilled some water. That river is no big deal for a big old T-Rex.
Though apparently that T-Rex was swimming at one point. Like, I don't know if T-Rexes could swim. I would think not with the little arms that they have.
Doggy paddle. And I want to know what kind of, what is that procedure? I know, unfortunately, sometimes they do it with animals, which I don't approve of, where you grind down a tooth so it's not sharp. What kind of dental work did that T-Rex have in the fact that he ultimately picked up that raft and was tossling it all around and then dropped it, and that it didn't have a puncture in it because it came back to the family later? Who made that raft? I don't go rafting, but I want to buy that raft. I want to know what brand that raft is, if it can withstand the mouth of a T-Rex.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only advertisement I would need to know.
That's durable, and that should actually have been some product placement because I want to know the brand of that raft.
Yeah, I will say our little relationship mascot is a little more terrifying when it's at full size and pissed off.
Yeah, T-Rex for sure.
So, at the end there, Duncan, with his little flare.
Yeah, the ship's captain basically tries to save a kid. You can see that he lost a child with his wife. There's some sort of trauma and damage there. And at the end, one of the young girl of the family is in danger. So basically, Duncan says, "Come follow me, big scary Godzilla monster, and follow me with the flare." And we think he's been eaten because he's trying to save the child and get the monster. I can't even call it a dinosaur because it was such a bizarre.
It's the Faphosaurus.
Yeah, it's the Faphosaurus away from everyone. So yes.
Man, I don't know, man. There is a point at which I am probably
It's not
just throw the flare already. Okay, you've led them away.
Oh, I know.
Quite a ways, and now you just take that flare and you chuck it as far as you can in some safe direction. Though it seems that he did have an alternate plan, but I don't know that I would have trusted that alternate plan.
Well, and we don't know what that was. We just know that he survived. And I agree. When he was leading,
Oh, I think we know what it was.
Faphosaurus-
He chucked the flare down its throat.
Yeah.
I mean,
but,
I don't know. If I have a flare in my throat, I'm probably going to be like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. He was, they picked up on the fact that the Faphosaurus was attracted to the light, and he just kept leading him with that. And I kept thinking, too, why the heck are you not throwing it? But I throw like a girl, so I probably would have thrown it 5 feet, and it wouldn't have helped much. But still, get rid of the light.
well, in that case, you just throw it down his throat.
Yeah, I don't want to be 5 feet from his teeth.
Yes. I would
Definitely
hope,
don't want to be close
I would
enough
hope
to
you
be
would be one of the
successful.
people who are fleeing to escape, not the one who's leading them away.
Yeah. So our pharmaceutical rep bites the dust at the hands of the Faphosaurus, and which leads to a very ethical. What would you do? What would you do if you were either Zora or the museum scientist guy, Henry, and you are helping the pharmaceutical industry basically get this DNA so they can come up with something that helps people with I can't remember what part of heart.
Yeah.
It wasn't blood pressure.
Heart disease or something.
Heart
like
disease.
that.
Yeah, it was heart disease. And which is great. But again, is that some sort of medication that costs $10,000 a month?
Yes.
Because our healthcare system here in America, at least, is so broken. So our museum scientist guy wants to be like, hey, let's just release all this information, open source it. Everyone can work on it for the benefit of everyone in the world. And Zora wants her payday. So initially, she's resistant to this. What are your thoughts here? A lot of ethics.
You know me, I've gotten a little leftist here over time. That said, so I'm assuming that whatever deal you might have had went into Faphosaurus's mouth, and that you don't have like some paperwork trail that you could go to somebody and be like, hey, that guy's dead, but here's your things, pay me.
Oh, I think they'd be willing to pay for it, even if
Yeah.
pharmaceutical guy Krebs is dead.
Go on the dark web and sell it to the highest bidder.
Why do you have to be the dark web?
Well, because it's illegal.
Because then maybe they'd just take it and then sell it to the pharmaceutical and they'd get paid. How does that help anybody?
What do you mean? Oh, I'm selling it to the highest bidder, assuming that someone from a pharmaceutical company's on the dark web. It's a pharmaceutical company. They're about as evil as it gets. Of course they're on the dark web.
They're on the dark web. So, hey, I'm going to the dark web, and I'm sure that that username of Pfizer666 is going to make a bid for my dinosaur DNA.
If you're a multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical company, you're monitoring the dark web. You've got that guy who's doing it.
Interesting theory. Yeah, it's obviously the age-old quandary is do you want to get rich or do you want to do the right thing?
Yeah, if anyone from a multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical company happens to be listening, tell me, do you have people on the dark web? I have a feeling we're not going to get any comments on that one.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I have put my life in jeopardy. I have done things that... Okay.
You have put your life in jeopardy and you've done things. This is all very
I've done things that shouldn't have been done.
or the cops are knocking at the door.
Maybe it doesn't go to the highest bidder, but if some nonprofit agency that was fine and willing to shell out, say, $5 million for it, and they want to spread it out, that's fine. I'm getting paid.
You are motivated by money over helping people.
In that particular scenario,
In most scenarios.
I've risked my life and my freedom to do this.
Well, you're not getting... Oh, you mean you could get thrown in jail if you were...
Yeah, just for even being there.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, hey, I got these 3 things that only can be found in a place that no one's allowed to go. How'd you get them? Oh, I got a friend. No, no. You could potentially go to jail and lose your life. And you went through all that and you got it. I'm sorry. In that case, I want to get paid. Because how many people are going to be like, yeah, you know what? For the good of the world, I'll go there and I'll do it. I'll risk my life. I'll risk my freedom. No. The only people who are doing that are the ones who are doing it for the money. I'm sorry. You're just can't convince me that these people who are doing it for the good of the world are willing to undergo those sort of risks.
So our scientist guy, he was going, I don't think he was motivated by money as much as he is wanting to see the dinosaurs close up, and actually so much as getting to touch one when they were starting some sort of meeting courtship ritual.
Yeah, I was afraid that was going to get R-rated real fast.
And when one of the guys that got eaten was talking about they had this serum that could kill a dinosaur, and our museum guy says, well...
That's not a crime, that's a sin.
Yeah. So I don't think he was motivated by money. He was motivated by the experience. So I don't know. I would put it out there. I'd say, hey, I bought this on Facebook Marketplace, and can someone help me open source this and release it to the world?
Listen, I can get something out of it. Like, at the very least, I should get a few million for this. And that's probably way under market value for what it is. If it truly can create a drug that can make heart disease get pushed back by 2 decades in people.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you, 10 million, I would have been like, add a 0, buddy. Because, again, you're risking your freedom, you're risking your life, you're literally risking anything that's important to you for 10 million?
I thought it was billion.
No.
It was 6 zeros. The 0 and the 10 didn't
Yeah,
count.
that's 10 million. That's actually what 10 million is.
No,
0.
but the 0 and the 10 doesn't count.
Correct. So 10, comma, 000, comma, 000.
Yeah.
That's 10 million.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I was shocked, actually, at how low that number was for what...
Well, and then they doubled it when they had the little con.
Well, they doubled the boat guys.
No, they doubled it for everybody because the guy who got eaten initially came in with the same scam of like, oh, I don't know if I could do this. And she was like, oh, no, we've already resolved. I think it was for the team because Zora put together a team of people who were capable of doing this. So
maybe, I don't know. I'm still saying add a 0. Like, we're not double it, add a 0.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it definitely seems like if you are in the pharmaceutical industry and looking for something of that magnitude, you could add a 0.
I'm also not taking it unless there is a guaranteed death benefit. And maybe it's not the full amount, but there has to be a guaranteed death benefit.
This
maybe
isn't prudential.
What?
This isn't prudential.
Well, then, because here's the thing. You do a mission like this, you have to understand there's a really good chance you're going to die.
Yeah, Zora's team was initially 6 people, and they came home with 2.
Yeah, so... like, I want to know that my loved ones are still taken care of. I mean, again, maybe they only get 50% of whatever it is. Or they I get them to 100 million and they take away a 0 as a death benefit. I still need to know that the people back there are taken care of, or else what? I've literally just wasted my freaking life. So, nah, add a 0, bro.
We hope you enjoyed our episode. Thank you for listening. And to catch all the new episodes, please subscribe. We release 2 to 3 episodes weekly, so we'll have new content regularly. Until next time.